Hello, my name is Ben, this is Board Game Dad, and today we're talking about the 2 to 6 player game Smoothie Wars. Now in this video, I'll talk about how to play the game, what I like about the game, and what you might not like the game. But before I do, let's talk about why you should be interested in this game in the first place. So why care? If you look at the profile for this game, this is a very thematic game. It is so thematic, it is actually quite educational, which I think is a major selling point of the game. It is also highly interactive. As far as artistry is concerned, it's not the most flashy game, but I think there are other things that make this game great for any table. The skill level is medium, and it's also very simple. So what I like about a thematic and educational game that is simple is that it's really going to appeal to players of all ages. And when I say all ages, I don't mean it's a kid's game. It is an adult game. It is a family game. It is a game for everyone. But I've said too much. Before I tell you why I like the game, let's talk about how to play.
3, 2, 1, play.
I'm the same. I'm totally losing all the way. What's this? Over the one!
In Smoothie Wars, there are 4 regions that are interested in buying smoothies. So you've got the city, the residential area, the beach, and the national park. And you're going to be playing the game over the course of a week where the demand for smoothies each day is going to be changing. So every new day, players are going to prepare their strategy card by determining which region they're going to go to, how much inventory they're going to prepare, and what price they're going to sell the smoothies. Now, the big thing is, when you pick the location, if another player chooses the same location as you, everyone will buy the cheapest smoothies first before they buy smoothies from anyone else. And given 2 sellers that have the same price, people will buy smoothies from them equally. So, what does this look like in gameplay? In gameplay, what this means is after everyone has prepared their strategy card, on the count of 3, everyone drops their card on their set location. Now, before the crowd start buying smoothies, if you're playing the advanced rule, you can roll a die or draw a card and find out what events happened that day. And that kind of mixes things up. It could be a sunny day and more people might buy smoothies, or a cloudy day and less people buy smoothies, or some catastrophic event could happen, like a shark sighting at the beach and everyone flees and only 10 people want smoothies as opposed to the 100 that was projected. Anyway, you roll this dice, and then everyone calculates the revenue that they make for that day, and they subtract their expenses. So what this means is, if you're going into a location where someone else has come with smoothies that are much cheaper than yours, well, you could come back with a loss. Or if you are the only one in town and you're selling smoothies for $4 a pop, you might come back extremely profitable. It really depends on how you strategize using the principles of supply and demand, which is the economic lesson in this game. Now, that's about all there is to it, except for a few advanced rules. One being that if a player ever runs out of money, they can take a government loan of $100 as long as they pay back $130 at the end of the game. And then another one is, during the course of the game, a player can pay to buy a second location, which enables them to go to 2 locations a round. Anyway, let's talk about what I like about the game and what's not like to like about the game. I love this game. I only played a prototype with my brothers at Essenspiel, and I would love very much to play this with my kids. I can't do that yet, but I am going to as soon as I get my copy of it. I thought this game was phenomenal because the rules are so simple. Anyone can be playing this game within 5 minutes, and while there is a lesson in strategy, revenue, expenses, all of that stuff, how to calculate profit, this is something that if you've got kids, this is a great lesson. But then you almost take that for granted because the game is not so thinky and the calculations become nothing. It becomes entirely about what other players are going to do and trying to trying to bluff or trying to, use table talk in order to get what you want, or maybe strategize and make, you can make deals across the table. You could lie and say, I'm going to the city, guys, so you better not go there. And then you can go to the national park instead. You can do so many things. So we found that almost every round, when we did the countdown and revealed our cards at once, we were exploding with laughter. The game was just delightful. So what's not to like about the game? There are a few things that I probably could nitpick at, but I don't even know if it's worth mentioning, and here's why. Because anything that I could say that would criticize the game would compromise the ratio of fun to simplicity. This game is just so fun and easy to learn. So if, for example, I commented on the fact that thematically you're selling smoothies, and there are no smoothies in the game. There are no smoothies anywhere. You're not buying actual smoothie ingredients. The prices don't go up if there's a shortage of bananas, right? Thematically, these are all things that would be factors, but why would I care? Because right now, the way the game is designed is a smoothie costs exactly $1 to make. If you made that any more complex in order to be more thematic, then it would just become unwieldy calculations, and it would upset that, the simplicity with which this game is taught. I could talk a little bit about how I would like to see maybe some more agency in what comes out in the cards, or maybe a little bit more projection there. Maybe people would have the ability to peek at what the next cards are, so they could have some idea of when good or bad things are happening. But why add more phases to the game when right now it has so few phases? It's the planning phase, the reveal phase, and the resolution phase. It's just so simple. That's what sells the game. So to be able to have so much fun with a game that only takes a few minutes to teach, how do you fix that? How do you fix that? I don't think you can. If you're not going to like this game, it's just because you just want to play more complex games. That's the only reason this game isn't awesome. I will also say, though, that I'm going to emphasize this, I only played a prototype at Essenspiel with other adults. What I'd like to do is play this game with my kids and see how it goes with the family. So there is an aspect of this experience that I haven't been exposed to yet. I'm looking forward to getting a copy of the game myself so I can play it with my kids, because I do think there's a lot of value in just seeing how profit is calculated. It's a very basic economics game. So that is Smoothie Wars. Thanks for watching this video.